Hello, welcome to S7FX. Let's wait for 2-3 minutes so that some more people join. Hello, Tanji. Let me close my door so that outside noise not disturb. Hello, Muhammad. So is it Muhammad Jinakt or some other Muhammad? Because there are 2-3 Muhammads. Is it Muhammad Jinakt? Hello, Akash. No, no. Okay, okay. So today I will be discussing the trades which were presented in this week because uh, backtesting for the entire month is not a good idea. If you will see the recent price action, then that will be much beneficial. So I will start with Euro USD, then I will do a AUD USD, then Euro JPY, then AUD JPY. I will be doing the backtesting of all the 4 weeks and discuss all the setups which were presented in this week. Let's mark our high and low. So when the market closed, it gave a nice impulsive move to the downside. Okay, so on Monday we were expecting some sort of range. Then if I get a bomb, then I would take the bomb. Okay. Market gave a a little gap up, went up, then filled the gap and continued its move to the upside. Did not give me any range. And if you follow me, then you know that I don't take trades early in the morning. I wait for at least 6 hours so that the gaps or the market gets settled, then I will take the trade. Here, it did not give me any opportunity to be in the market. It came down and break the low. So once it breaks the low, I just managed my high and low. And let me just give you a little clarity on a concept which someone asked me in my Telegram. So let me just, it will just take 2 minutes. See, the question was that if the market breaks the high and retrace, like the market breaks the high, retrace, and the market comes down and breaks the low and retrace. Okay, so now if market does this type of thing, then what should we conclude from this price action? So from this price action, we can conclude that market has no particular direction. Why? Because market is trying to move up, but is not able to continue its move to the upside. Then market comes down, breaks the low, and not able to continue its move to the downside. So we can expect that the market will go sideways because it has no upward momentum, it has no downward momentum. So our expectation will be the market will shift a sideways direction. And in this type of price action, we usually don't try to take any trade because most probably if the market will go inside the range, then it will take your SL. So this is just a concept, a small concept. Like here you can see that, see, market, this was our high and this was our low. Okay, this was our high. Market came down, break this low, retrace. Market went up, and once it breaks this low, this would be our high. Market went up and break the high and retrace. So our expectation will be the market go in sideways. Okay, and most of the time it does happen. If you see this type of scenario, then the market, because you know it has no momentum to go up, it has no momentum to go down. So in which direction the market will go? It will go sideways. Okay, so in this type of price action, we do not take trade. So this was just a simple concept. Someone asked me and I just cleared it. So let's move ahead. Here it just barely break the move, barely break the low. So no trade at all. And then, hello Yasis. Then the market gave a nice moment, nice bullish move to the upside. We can see we are having some sort of double bottom. Okay, and now market gave a nice move to the upside. So this will be our bullet line because this is our inside bar. But you know me that I usually don't place order, just blind order, because sometimes what happens, market give us a candle like this. Let me just change the color. Because if there is any news and if you get a candle like this, then there is a high chance that it will take your SL. So if my entry is far away from the closing price, then I wait for some retracement, then take the entry. If the market, if 2-3 candles comes like this, let's suppose candles comes like this candle, and it has some wicks like this, and then I get another candle like this. And then again one more candle like this. So when I get these type of candles, then I would like to place my order, but I don't like to place a blind order just by seeing that this is an impulsive move, just place me order. No, don't place order like this. There is a high chance that it will come down and take your SL. Yep, long time no see. We are getting a nice move to the upside. So if we get these type of moves, so our expectation usually, so we have some wicks, so our expectation will be some range, then get a bomb, and then take entry at this area. Okay. This is a bomb entry. It came down, retrace, then again came down, and just retrace all the way up. So it is our first entry at this area, just 15 pip SL. There is some wick, but if you see that it came down, give us some sort of range, and then give us our setup. So I placed my entry, and once it breaks the high, I would like to manage my SL, but here I did not get any opportunity to manage the SL. And it came down, take our SL. And here what I am seeing, it just barely break the high and retrace. Yes, I will definitely talk about the uh, strategy which I was learning. Yes, Panji, I am also thinking about it, like making a video in a week. That will be much beneficial. Here you can see that market breaks the high, retrace, market came down, breaks the low, retrace, again breaks the low, again retrace, and it shows a continuation of the move. Okay, all candle has broken its high. This will be our bullet line. This will be our bullet line, but we are having some sort of wick at the top. If you look at it, we are having some sort of wick. So I don't want to take a single candle entry like this. I don't want to take this type of entry. And previous price action is also some sort of range bound market. You see? So here I would like to take the entry with some range. Continue its move to the upside, and then it just continue up and gave a large wick to the upside. So if we get a large wick to the upside, it means that we can get some sort of range. Okay. If we get a wick, it means that we can get some sort of range. Came down, break the low again, and give us a large wick at the bottom. So no trade at all. Yes. Here we get a large wick at the bottom. Okay. So no trade. This is our bullet entry. But when I see this sort of candles, so I did not place my order at this area because I wanted to see some sort of range, then take the entry at this area. But these white candles are very bullish white candle. You can see these are very bullish candle, and we also had some wicks at the bottom. So these were the signs which was not good to take the entry. You see, all these bullish candles were telling me that if we place the entry, it would be end up in a loss. And then market breaks the high and retrace, again breaks the high, giving us a large wick. So no trade at all. You can see these are the signs of volatility. Large wick at the top, large wick at the bottom. Market just barely break the low. So no trade, and then break the low with a large wick. So no trade at all. And then it gave a nice impulsive move to the upside. So here, if we'll start seeing some sort of range, then I would like to take an entry at this area. But if a direct candle comes down like this, then I would not like to take the entry, because previous price action is not giving me any clue that it will continue its move to the upside. Why? Because see, market breaks the high, retrace. Market came down, breaks the low, again retrace. So earlier I told you that if I get a scenario where the market breaks the high, retrace, and like this, breaks the high, retrace, breaks the low, retrace, and then again went up and breaks the high, so there is a high chance that it again retrace and start giving me some sort of range. So I don't want to take any trade in this type of price action. I would like to wait for some time before taking the trade. So now these are good conditions to take the entry. So these are good conditions to take the entry, because see, after this bullish candle, I did not get a single push to the downside. It came down slowly, and at this area it rejected also. So here I would like to place an entry, just 15 pip SL. It just break the high. You can see, as it breaks the high, I will be managing my SL 2 pips below this inside bar. 2 pips below this inside bar. Okay. And I still has risk on the table, or almost at break even. So it is up to you that whether you want to scale in or not. Because here you are almost risk free. This is also a Marubozu candle, no wicks at all, a very small wick. Here, no wicks. So these are the clear sign that market are trying to get momentum to the upside. So you can understand why I placed the order. No, once I get this candle, I did not blindly place the order at this area. This was my bullet line. Okay, this was my bullet line. I did not want to place a blind order just by seeing a bullish candle. Because many times what happens, you see the bullish candle and the next candle will be like this. Okay, and the next candle will be like this, which will take your SL like this, and just take your SL and start giving you some range. Okay, but if you see this type of bullish candle and the next two candles are not able to break, reach at the bullet line, you can just place your order at this area. And once you place the order, it just went up and take the high. And once you take the high, you just manage your SL below this inside bar. And now we can place our second entry, which will be above this area, which will be our scaling entry. Again, 15 pip SL. We just tagged us in, and let's see. And once it breaks the high, I will be managing my SL just 2 pips below it. And this trade also just 2 pips below it. Okay. I am completely risk free from my first entry, and from in second entry, I am at around 0.5% in a risk. My half risk is off the table. So let's see. Now it came down but was not able to take the SL, because My SL is 2 pips below this candle. So I'm still in the trade. And once it breaks the high, I will be managing my SL. No, my SL will be almost at the same position, because see, this candle, my SL will be below this candle, and it is almost at the same level. So I don't think I will be managing my SL. And now this candle again breaks this high, and this candle is nice bullish candle, but again we have still 0.5% risk on the table, so I don't want to place any uh, scaling entry right now. And continue its move to the upside. We still have risk on the table, so no trade. I will not take any trade because I still have 0.5% risk on the table. It came down and take our SL. Exited from both the positions. 0.47. Here I think it is around 0.4% loss. So I don't use my personal account. I trade in my forex fund account. Their spreads are like 0.2 pip, 0.2 pip spread in Euro USD. Came down, break the low, give a large wick at the bottom, so no trade. Hello, bro. Hello, Smile. How are you? So, yep. I did not make any video from last 2-3 months. Now we have finished this pair, and here we have our minus 1% loss. In Euro USD. Yes, I took two trades. I took two trades in Euro USD this week. Sorry, Euro USD, AUD USD. Yeah. Not that big trade, but I took one. I think which trade I took? It was no. This week I did not take a lot of entry. Let me just clear this thing. I did not take a lot of entries. I just take 1 or 2 entries, which was not a very profitable entry, because this week was like this was a festival week for me. So I did not take a lot of trades. I will continue my tradings. How long do you use MFF? And then we become Thank you. I am like trading my forex fund from last November. I joined Guerrilla in 2nd March 2000, 2nd March 2021. I joined Guerrilla and I passed my challenge of 50K in November 2021. I passed my 50K and I take my first payout in this month only, March. I take my first payout because last like after November the months were very tough. This is the fact. I don't want to give you any false statement. Because the months were very tough and it was very difficult to like make your account to positive. I did not win a lot. Like I just take my challenge fees and there were some like $70, extra $70. But I was able to manage. I was able to like retain my account, which was good thing. After November, like December was a negative month, but I was somehow able to like manage my account above break even, and like in January also, February, these 2 months were not good months for me, and also I did not take a lot of entries in these months because once I passed the challenge in November, December was a negative month, and then January I just slow down myself because once you pass the challenge and once you get your live account, then it becomes like very difficult, because you feel like you have reached at the goal, but that is that is not the goal. You have just passed the challenge, but still you have not been received your challenge fees and you have not earned anything. The like a pseudo confidence just start building up that you have passed the challenge, so now you can like the trading, but that is not the thing. And I also faced the thing, and but somehow I managed to save my account, and there are some things also happened in between that. So that is other thing, other apart from the trading. So but that is the good thing that I saved my account. Uh, I get my challenge fees back. So these were the good things which happened with me. But it take a lot of time, with this strategy, it take a lot of time. Like believe me, I like after 6 or 8 months you get to know about this strategy. Like if you ask for me how much time will it take to learn the Guerrilla strategy, I will say that 6 to 8 months. And after this 6 to 8 months, you need good month, one good month to pass the challenge. And this good month, you don't know when you will get this good month, because uh, once you learn the strategy, then mentally you will start thinking like, I know the strategy, then why I'm not passing the challenge? And it is a very common question that once I have given my time, I have given a lot of time, and still I am not able to pass the challenge, or still I am not able to. If I pass the challenge, then I am not able to get the profit. So what is the where is the fault? Like you will start thinking, and I was also thinking like the same, because I was not getting the result. But slowly I realized that it is not the fault of the strategy. It is not the fault. It is not my fault. It is the trading is forex is like that. That sometimes some months will be like that. You will not be able to make profit. And December, January, and February month was like the same. December month was negative. Then January, February was almost at break even. So March now, like with GT March, we have started getting some nice trades, so which is good thing. I took this entry, this or this entry. Yep, I think this was the entry which I took. Yep, this entry I took. Once I took this entry. Once once we are in a live account and our equity is in negative for the whole month before profit split date, still our account will be open for the next month. So yes, Fenji. It does not matter if your account is in negative or positive. If you have passed the challenge and if you will not violate any rules, then you can take as much time uh, as you want to make your account positive. It does not matter. And once your account get positive, you will get the payout instantly. Like let's suppose you waited for 30 days, okay, and your account is in negative. Your account is in negative and you waited for 30 days, and let's suppose on day 40 you able to make your account positive. So you will get a mail on this 40th day that you are eligible to take your challenge fees. So once you get this message, you can withdraw your fund. I would say, Ismail, I would say to if you have only 15 days left and you are in a stage 2, then I would say that make your account positive and don't try to pass the challenge, because in 15 days you have to make 7% and you have only 15 days left. So you have your 45 days has been passed and you have now 15 days left only. And in these 15 days, you have to first make your account positive, then make extra 5%, which is a difficult task. So what I would suggest, just make your account positive, make 2%, which is your drawdown, make it positive, and then from the next cycle start trying to make that 5%. Don't try to make 5% in 15 days, because that will be difficult. Thanks, Benji. See, you are saying that you have 15 days left, okay, and your account is minus 2%, and you are at stage 2. It means that you must have got 60 days, okay. You must have got 60 days to make 5%, because you are saying that I am on second stage my forex fund 50k evaluation, and I have 15 days left. So if you have 15 days left, then it means you have to make around 7% to pass this second phase. So it is difficult task to make 7% in 15 days. If you are lucky enough, then you can easily get some good trades and able to make. But I would not suggest, if you have passed your phase 1, then I would not suggest to be hurry to make this 7%. what I would suggest, just make your account positive. Take any trade, and once you see that your account is positive, just close that entry, or make a take profit at where your account is getting positive, and just close the entry and wait for another month. So once you finish 60 days with a positive account, they will give you another 60 days to again pass the phase 2. Okay. So in this way, you will be able to pass the challenge. This is my understanding, but you can, like, you must have your own plan, like how you are going to pass the challenge. But for real, I'm not just understanding what you are trying to say. For real, only one stage. If you once you get a real account, then no, you can get the extension like in second phase also. If they give 60 days time, but if you are not able to make 5% in 60 days, then they give extension, as far as I know. But you can seek, you can send an email to them and ask about it. But as far as I know, that they give extension. They do not give. This is not good thing. Like, they should give extension. Like, okay. Okay. So if you know this thing, then that is, like, that is good. That is not good thing, because then it is a do or die situation for you. You have to make around 5% in any case. But I think, like, they should give extension, because if you are not able to pass, make 5% in 60 days, and you make your account positive, then they must give extension. I don't know why they are not giving it. Okay, let's start our AUD USD week. So here we had a nice move to the downside. If I look back, we had some nice move to the down, a small pullback, then again we started this impulse. Here market breaks the low. You can see. Let me just mark highs and low. It breaks this low, and this is our inside bar. So our SL will be, our bullet line is this, but we are having some wicks at the bottom. Okay, we are having some wicks at the bottom. So here I would like to take an entry. If I get a single candle, like some range, then I would take the entry, because we are having some wicks. Continue its move to the downside. If I will get a bomb entry, I would definitely take the bomb, but it did not give us any. So this candle is a retracement candle. You can see this was a retracement candle. So now we have shifted our momentum to the upside from here. But in this type of scenario, keep an eye on this leg. You can see, if this leg wants to change, like if the market wants to change its direction to the upside, then the changing must be clear. And just by seeing this white candle, you cannot say that the momentum has shifted to the upside. The shift must be significant. If you are seeing this type of move to the downside, then the shift to the upside must be very significant. This should not be like this. This should be like this. A slow move, slow the move. First, the leg will start slowing down. Then you will see some sort of push to the upside. Then this type of condition. Then you can say that now this is the correct way to change the shift from down to up. But if you just see a one candle like this and you will try to take it as a, let's suppose you get another white candle, then you will try to take this as a bullet entry, then most of the time it will not work. Why? Because you can see the impulse, see the momentum to the downside, and this is not a correct shift. No, you have to wait for a good shift to take the entry. See, it just came down sharply. In the beginning, I used to take this type of trades a lot, because you have to keep this thing in mind. If market trying to change the direction, so it must be very significant, it must be visible. And by looking at this momentum, you can easily say that this is just like a small retracement, not a shift. And here it breaks the low and showing the continuation of the move. So if I will get an entry at this area, I would definitely take the entry as a bullet entry. Just 2 pips below it, 12 pip SL. And it just take me out. See here what happens, it breaks the high, it breaks this high and retrace. Okay, it again came down and breaks the low. So once it breaks the low again, so I will be cautious, because this is a complete V retracement. Here we can say this is a complete V retracement. So there is a chance that the market can go inside the range. So I will not place any entry right now. For many people, this is a continuation. They will try to place an entry at this area, but for me, I would like to wait because I can see the signals that market breaks the high, retrace, and it is giving a V formation. So I would not place a trade again. You can see it just retraced back fully. See, again breaks the low, again retrace, again breaks the low. So these are not the good sign to take any entry. Again it breaks the low and giving us a wick. So now we can see that the trend is trying to shift its momentum. Look at this white bullish candle. Look at this move. So these are the signs that are telling us that in near future we can see some sort of move to the upside. These are the signs. If I would get a bomb entry at this area, I would definitely take the entry, but it did not give us any opportunity to take the bomb. Here we are having some wicks, so no trade at all. This is a very bullish move. You can see that here we can take a bomb slash bullet entry. Okay, but these type of candles can easily take you in and take you out. So here I did not place any entry. You can see it just went up. Why? Because you can see that this is a very bullish move. Okay, it can easily take you in and take you out. Market went up and breaks this high, went up, breaks the high, giving us a wick, then again breaks the high, giving us a wick, and again this candle give us a nice move to the upside. Okay, then it came down slightly. This would be our entry at this area. Let me just clear it. Because you can see that the market is trying to change its direction. So you can place an entry at this area. This would end up in a loss. But once you once you see this candle having a wick at the top like this, you should not place your order, because once you see this wick, there is a high chance that it can just give you a deeper pullback. So once you see this type of wicks, you should wait for at least some range, then place your entry. That is why I just removed my order. And I also, this week I also did not see a lot of lot of trade, because I was just busy, so I did not take any, like, just one or two trades in EJ I took. Apart from that, I did not take any of these trades. I don't remember the price action also, but when I saw this thing this week, so I just removed my order. No, that will be a mistake if I place any order at this area. So after seeing this type of wicks, we should wait for at least 2-3 candle range, then it tagged you in, then that will be a good entry. It just came down, break the low, retrace, and then breaks the high. So this is not a significant break, so I don't want to take any entry. We are having some sort of V formation also, so we can expect some sort of range. See, it again breaks the high and giving us a wick at the top, so no trade at all. Now it breaks the high with a nice candle. So if I get an entry at this area, I would definitely take the entry. I don't remember any of the price action because I did not see a lot of chart this week. So I don't remember any of the price action. But this is looking quite good for me. Why? Because see, here you can sorry, here you can see we are having some sort of ascending descending market condition. It breaks the high, went down, give us some range, and now it's showing the continuation of the move. And if you see this candle, this is a very bullish candle, and once it retraced slightly, and then again it went up, give us a very bullish candle. So this will be a nice entry. If it, for me, this is a high probability entry. 12 pip SL, just 2 pips above. Let me just clear the chart. Just 2 pips above it. 12 pip SL. Nice. So it did not tag me in, came down and just breaks the high again. So no trade at all. I just removed my order. Now it again breaks the high. retrace, and then again breaks the high, retrace, and again breaks the high. And this is also a nice candle which is showing a momentum to the upside. We can place an entry, but now this will not this is not a very high probability trade. Why? Because see, we are seeing some sort of weakness in the market, because breaks the high, retrace, again breaks the high, again retrace, and it again breaks the high. But why I am placing order? Because it is a marubozu candle. Like, we don't have any large wick at the at the top or at the bottom, and we are having some sort of trend reversal. You can see here we get a first sign that the market want to want to move up, then came down, and again we get a second sign that the market wants to shift the direction. So we can place our entry just 2 pips below above it and place our order. That is good. So just after this sort of wick, I don't want to place any order. Once I get this sort of wick at the top, I just removed my order. If I'll get some range, then I would like to take the order. But see, once you get this sort of wicks, you should not keep placing your order at this area. You should remove it. And now we can see there is some sort of news, and now it again breaks the high with a very bullish candle, came down, and this is the first retracement. If you can see that it came down, retraced, again came down and break the high. So, and we can also see that we are having a trend shift which is towards the upside. So if you like, you can place an order, because we don't have any wick at the top. You can see this is a completely wickless candle, so we can place an order at this area, just 12 pip SL. Once it breaks this high, I will be managing my SL just 2 pips below this inside bar. I still has risk on the table, so I don't want to take any entry. It just came down sharply, but I don't think it just take me out. Let me just check. So no, it did not tag me out because 2 pips is way below. See, market came at 1. My stop is still there. If I would have not taken this bomb, I would definitely place an entry at this area. I would have definitely placed an entry at this area. Let us say if I place an entry, then that would be a losing entry. If I would place an entry at this candle, then that would be a losing entry. But as we are in this trade, in the bomb, and we still have risk on the table, so there is no need to place another entry. And it again went up. And now, as it breaks the high, I will just manage your SL 2 pips below it. And now we will be looking for a scaling entry. So here it breaks the high with a nice momentous candle. This is our high. It breaks the candle with a nice bullish candle. So we can place our entry at this area, 2 pips above it almost. This candle would be tagged you in, and your SL will be at 12. we still has risk on the table because we have not got any management. Now as it breaks the high, I will manage my both the entry 2 pips below this candle. Now again we can place one more entry. After this candle, this is showing a continuation of the move. So we can place one more entry at this area, just 2 pips above it. Because both from the previous two entry, we don't have any risk on the table. So we can place one more entry. It did not tagged us in, so just remove it. So here this candle breaks the high, so I will be managing my SL just 2 pips below it. Let me check. Yep, I think we are still in the entry right now. Yep, we are still in this entry. Let me just manage my both the entries. We'll not be managing our SL because it is almost at the same place. And here I don't want to place any scaling entry because of this large wick at the top. And now this candle just take us out. So this trade gave us 3.85% and this trade gave us 6.7%. Here it breaks the low, retrace, and again it went up, breaks the high and giving us a sort of wicks. So I did not want to take any order because of this wick. Again we get a wick, so no trade at all. So this is an inside bar, no trade for me. It was also after like 10:30, like it was after 10:30 p.m. IST, which was like 4 or 5 hours before closing of the market. So I don't like to place any entry just 4 or 5 hours before closing of the market. So this week was like, let's just count how much percentage we made from this pair. 3.85 plus 6.7 minus 1%, sorry, minus 1%, 9.55%. Point 55%. So this is the percentage which we could get from this, but I did not take these trades. Not this trade, not this trade, not this trade. Because I did not trade this entire week. Like I just take 1 or 2 trades on Friday only. Friday, yes, on Friday I think. Let's just move to EJ. So let's mark our high and low. This is our high, this is our low. Overall, we are some sort of range bound market condition. Takes the low. So let's say we get a gap up, then this candle fill the gap and continue its move to the upside. But we are having some sort of wicks, and also we are in some sort of range bound market condition, so we should not take any entry. It breaks the high, but it just barely break the high. No, you can see that breaks the high and giving us some small wick, so no trade at all. And here we get a large wick at the top, so no trade. Here we get a nice move to the upside. So if the market comes slowly at this area, I would like to take the entry, because now we can see some sort of momentum to the upside. It did not give us a bomb setup. It just came down, but it did not give us any bomb setup. It just break the high, giving us a large wick at the top, so no trade at all. Again breaks the high and now showing the some sort of continuation of the move. So if we get an entry at this area, I will definitely take the entry. But again, I don't want to take a sudden entry. I would like to take the entry when the market slowly comes to my entry. So this type of entry, I don't prefer this type of entry. You just see a single candle just came down and take me in. Usually I don't place my order in this type of price action. It can just take me in and take me out. If I get this type of entry, I don't like to take this type of entry, because if let's suppose I place my order at this area, then that will be a losing order. That is why I always say that wait, if you see this type of move, okay, so just don't blindly place your order. Wait for the candles to come slowly to your entry and then take you in. Just don't be hurried to place the order. Just wait patiently. And here we can see a lot of range. It breaks the high with the wick, so no trade at all. And now we are getting some nice momentum to the upside. So if we get an entry, we would like to take the entry, but again we are having some wicks at the top, so we will wait for some range, then I would like to take the entry. I did not give us any range. Here we are having some inside bar, so here we can place our order at this area, but again that will be a very, because our entry is very far away from this closing price, so it will be a risky entry. You can place an entry, but that will be a risky entry because we are having some wicks at the top and our entry is very far from this. Because let's say a single candle comes down like this, then there is a high chance that it can just continue its move to the downside or just came down, take you out and just went up. So let's wait. See, like this, I don't want to take this type of entry. Just sharply come to a entry. But what I have seen in EJ, like so many times, what happens, like it just tags you in and just went up. In EJ, I have seen this 2 or 3 times. No, this is not a bomb. See, if I place my order at this area, then that will be a losing entry. See, don't be hurried to place an order. No, just wait. I would definitely place my order once I get like 2 or 3 candles coming to my entry like this. One candle is like this. Second candle would be like this, and then third candle like this. Sorry, you are getting my point. Like wait for at least 2 3 candles before taking your order. Then come down and take you in. Then that will be a high probability entry. You can take this entry also, but this will be a low probability entry. But if you would have wait, like if you will wait for this type of entry, then that will be your high probability entry. 2 3 candles comes to your entry and then tags you in. Then there is a high chance that it will continue its move to the upside because it is showing that it has no momentum to the downside. It is clearly showing. You can see the candle took 1 hour to make a 37 pip move. Okay, and here when it comes down, it takes 3 hours to cover that 37 pip move. Okay, so it is clearly showing that the market has not that much momentum to the downside. Okay, but if the same candles comes down like this, then there is a high chance that it can just take your SL also. So that is why I did not place my order at this area. And this is the thing this is the mistake which a new trader do in this strategy. I also used to place my order because no one told me like to not place the order once you see your setup. I get to know this thing just by my experience, just by doing backtesting. And you will also know after sometimes you will start seeing this thing, that if you will place your blind entry, then there is a high chance that it will tag you in and tag you out. It again breaks the high, trying to go up but giving us a large wick at the top, so no trade at all. It again went up. Yes, Sanjay, you are absolutely right. You have to learn all these things just by doing backtesting, you know. And there are a lot of things, there are a lot of things they say all these things. Now, Joshua teaches all these things, but they do not. They like he do not make these things. He should make a separate video about all these concepts. He has talked a lot of good things, lot of concepts in his recaps. He has not make any separate video about it. He just say the things like in a second, and you will think that it is just a normal thing, but that is a like that is an important thing which is just say in one line, and if you miss it, you miss it, and you will face it like after, like when you will do a lot of back testing, then you will see that you are, and you will when you will try to tally your trades with his trades, then you will see there are a lot of differences, and when you will see what is why you are taking the trade and why he's not taking the trade, or vice versa, then you will start listening those things, why what he is saying, why he did not take the trade, and then when you will try to implement those things, then you will start seeing the things, then you will start understanding the things. Okay, this is the thing which I have to follow, this is the thing which I have to keep in mind, and that is, like, you can say this is a drawback, because you should make you should put pressure on these things, because this is the thing which will not let you go from first step to second step, or out from your break even zone. If you know the trading cycle, then there is a stage where your account will be at a break even. Sometimes you will go up, then it will come down, then go up, then it will come down, but you will not able to pass this break even zone. And these are the things when you will start knowing this, like this thing, or just I earlier I talked about the break high break low concept, the wick thing. Okay, when you will start knowing all these things and implementing these things into your chart, then you will be able to pass this break even zone, then your trading graph will go like this. But when you will not know all these things and you are just doing your back testing and try to match your result with his results, you will not be able to move your graph from break even point. And this is the trade which I took. Usually I don't take any trade after 7:30, but it was just my mistake. I just take this trade, like I should not take this trade, but it is what it is. I take this trade in my live account, and it end up in a loss, because I saw this nice move to the downside, then I saw this candle which came up and rejected from this area. Once I see this rejection from this area, I just place my entry at this place, 2 pips below it, and the next candle tagged me in. My SL was somewhere around 15 pips, and the next candle, because I saw this range, and then I can see that market breaks the low, retrace, and then breaks the low and showing the continuation of the move. This was a very nice candle. You can see this is a very bearish candle, and the next candle show me the pressure to the downside. Okay, so I placed the entry, and the next candle just tagged me out. So it was so this was a loss which I took, but That is fine. Thanks, friends. I usually don't take trades after like 7:30. So this was a trade which formed at around 7:30. So I should not take this entry, but sometimes you do mistakes. So I also did mistake, and I called my friend, and he said that it's 7:30. Why you take the entry? And I said shit. I just placed the entry. I did not see the time. But it just in a snap of like minute, it just take me out. Just in 1 or 2 minutes, it just take me out. Just 2 or 3 minutes. This was 1% loss which I took. 1% loss. And I had also taken this trade at this area, I think. Because when once I see this, the market, I saw this. Sorry, I just forget to. I just start talking about things. I just forget about talking this trade. So this was a trade which I took. See here, I placed 2 pips above it because see, market came down, rejected, then market again came down, and I saw this sort of rejection. You can see the market was not able to go anywhere. So I place my order 2 pips above it, and it just tagged me in, and my SL was somewhere around this area, 15 pip, and it just not able to break the high. But once it went up, it just not break the high. Just by some pips, it did not break the high. Yes, 7:30 p.m. Indian time. Yes, 7:30 p.m. IST. So here it just tagged me in. Once it went up, again came down. It again came down sharply and again went up. So I was like, I saw this move. So once I saw this candle, when I saw this candle, it was very bearish candle like this. It was like this. Okay. So I was like, okay, this trade is also going to be in a loss. So what I did, I just placed my take profit at around this break even. Once it went up again, I placed my stop loss at here, because you are in a live market, you are trading in a funded account. You don't have your live account where you can lose like 100% to lose your account. You know, in funding account, if you are risking 1%, then you are just having 10 trades or 12 trades. So you have to save your account at any cost. So you have to do some fine tuning. You have to do some fine tuning in order to save your account. So I thought that today is Friday, and also I was seeing some sort of range bound market condition. So what I did, I just place my entry. Sorry, I just placed my SL at this area, and it just went up and then again came down and take me out. And it was a right decision because the next candle just came down and take us our SL. And then next candle came down, and I take another trade, which was a mistake. So this was that's it for this pair. Here I made around 0.5% because I closed it at around 0.5%. This in this trade I made around 0.5% because I placed my take profit at somewhere around here. Came down and take me out. So here I lost 0.5%. So let's do AJ. I will do it slightly fast. We are we have our high, we have our low. Just barely break the low and retrace back completely. So no trade at all for me. And once it breaks the high, it gave us equal wicks, so no trade at all. If this would be a bullish candle, a complete bullish candle, then I would like to take this entry at a continuation bullet, but we are having equal wick, so no trade at all for me. Then again it breaks the low and continue its move to the downside, and we are having some wicks at the bottom. And not only wicks, if you know evening star pattern or morning star pattern, then this is some sort of pattern which can give you a deep pullback. So if you will take any bomb after this, then that will be a low probability trade. You just break the low. You can see it has just broken the low and just breaks the high again. So this this will be your bullet line if you take any entry. So here I can see some sort of, you see uh, this is a ascending channel, and then the market has started its move to the downside. Okay, and breaks the low, retrace, and breaks the high. Okay, so here if you see the setup wise, you can take this entry. Okay, there is no problem in taking this entry setup wise. 12 pip SL. Just tagged you out. And again continue its move to the downside. Now we are seeing some sort of range bound market condition. It breaks the low, retrace, breaks the high, retrace, again breaks the low and retrace. So no trade at all. Just wait patiently. Once it breaks the high, continue its move to the upside and gave us a large wick. So no trade at all. Breaks the high and showing some sort of continuation of the move. So if we get any range, because here we are having some sort of equal wicks. So if you will get a nice range, I would like to take the bomb, but it did not give us any entry. And now we are having some sort of nice momentum candle to the upside. So if I get an entry at this area, I would definitely like to take the entry. SL. I don't want to just take a blind entry because it can just take you in and take you out. remove it. AJ went a lot, but it did not give us any opportunity to take the entry. No. If we will get any bomb setup, we will definitely take the setup, but we did not get any opportunity to be in the market. Now it just breaks the high with the wick, and now it's showing continuation of the move. Okay, so once it's showing the continuation of the move, this is our bullet line. So again, I don't want to take this entry just by single candle. Not give us any entry. So this is a bomb entry. This is a clean bomb. We are having some wicks, but we get some range. It just barely break the low, and this is a nice bomb setup. Just take this bomb. Just breaks the high. Once it breaks the high, we can manage our SL just to put below it. So we are out of risk from this trade. We can manage our, we can take one more scaling at this place, but we have wicks at the top, so I don't want to take the entry. Now it again gave us our second management. So this candle is not able to break the high. Let me just. Yep, this is an inside bar, so we will be managing our SL just 2 pips below it. Again, wicks at the top, so I don't want to take any scaling entry. Now here you get another management. And now the wick finished. Again, I did not take this entry because it was an entry which formed at around 7:30 p.m. IST, 7:30 a.m. IST. At that time, I was sleeping, so I did not take this entry also. But it was a nice entry, 5.77%. Still running. It is still running at 5.77%. From my back testing, I have seen that like if you scaling aggressively, then you can do it. But once you get once you know the price action well, then you will try to read the price action always. If I place an entry at this here, then that, let's say if I place an entry at this place, sorry, at this place, then that will be a losing trade. See, if I place an entry, let's say, I think, yeah, this is a losing entry. You see, if I aggressively place an entry at this area, then this will definitely be a losing entry. So, and So now I don't see any. See, the purpose of scaling is if you get if you get one more entry, then you should take that entry. But if you if you don't get the entry and you know that price action, there is high chance that it will take your SL, then there is no need to just lose your 1%. But it depends person to person. If you are willing to lose risk that 1%, then you can take. But for me, I used to do these type of things, like taking aggressive entry, very aggressive entry. Like this, I would definitely take this entry in my early days. But like once I started reading price action correctly, and once I get some experience, then I stopped doing taking aggressive entries, whether it's a scaling or whether it's a normal entry. I do not take aggressive sort of entries. I do take sometimes if I am already like 5-6% up for a month, then I would think to take an aggressive entry. And if I do not have any risk on the table. But if I'm uh, it depends time to time. But most of the time, I try to save my 1%. Here we make around we have already booked around 5.77%, and we have one loss. So 4.77% overall. 4.77%. So this week we took around 4.77%, two trades. Here I took two trades. Let me just 4.77% minus 0.5%. In AUD USD, there were three trades plus 9.55% plus 13.82%. Here it will lose around 1%. Minus 1%. So this week was a nice week where you can easily make around 13%, approx 13%. And total trade we took around 3, 6, 10 trades. This week there were 10 trades, 3, 3, 6, 6, 8, 10 trades. Overall, it was a nice week, but you know, uh, this is a very nice week. I must say that this week is like the best week for the entire year of 2022 so far. So I took only two trades in EJ. I took these two trades for the whole week. I did not take any trade. On Friday only, I took these two trades. So my account is minus 0.5% in negative. I did not take any trade from Monday, Tuesday. I just you can see my account. So these were the trades which I took. So this was the AUD USD trade, which made around, my account was somewhere around 6-7% in drawdown. So this trade I took, and then again one more trade in AUD USD, then New Zealand USD. These two trades were on Friday. You can see that. Yep, this trade I took. Just tag me in and tag me out. And then one more trade was at this place, which I took at this place. That's it. If you have any question, you can ask me. Let's hope that the next week give us good setups. So let me do just forecasting. Let me do a little forecasting for Monday. That will be good for me, and that will be good for you also, guys. So here we are having some range. So no trades in Euro USD because we are having some large wick at the bottom. So I don't want to take any bomb entry. If we look at overall market condition, then overall market condition is also somewhat some sort of range bound, a large range. If you see at this entire range, see the market came down, went up, then again came down, again went up, again coming down. So it is some sort of range bound market condition, or a little corrective. You can also say that the market condition is slightly corrective. See, so we will wait on Monday. Let's just mark our alerts. In AUD USD, you can see that the market has started giving us some sort of range. So we will be cautious before taking any entry, because overall market condition, if you can see that we are having some sort of supply area at this place. So we will be cautious in these type of areas. For taking any entry. If we will get a nice impulsive move to the upside like this, then I would like to take the entry. if I get an entry candle like this, then I would definitely take the entry as a continuation bullet, because you can see that the market has started moving to the upside. So if I'll get a nice move to the upside, I would like to take the entry, but otherwise no trade at this point. Just mark our highs and low. So in Euro JPY also we are some sort of range bound market condition. We do not have any opportunity right now. In AJ, if we will get a nice momentum to the upside, then I would definitely like to take the entry. Otherwise, no trade for me in AJ also. Here, what we are seeing, just break the high, retrace, barely break the high and retrace. So we will be cautious before taking any trade, because we can see that the market has started losing its momentum to the upside. Okay, so let's finish this video. Bye bye, happy trading.